Well, hello again, everybody. You thought we were done with the girls' statistics? No. Wait, there's more. We now have the boys, the first week of boys statistical leaders here at OH Report World Headquarters in Mansfield, Ohio. I am Santa Travis. This is my head elf, Hayden Gray, and we're going to go through our first compilation of boys statistical leaders. And let's just get right into it. You know, Santa's got to get on his sleigh and deliver some presents, you know, starting tonight in some other time zones. But right now, let's get into those boys statistical leaders. And it's led by Isaac Mason from Seneca East, putting up 33 a game. That is phenomenal. Has Hayden speechless.
Yeah, it's kind of left me speechless taking a look at that. You know, through 6 games, he's still averaging over 30 a game for Seneca East, so I'm extremely astounded and would love to see a chance to watch him in person. But just what strikes my eyes on this list is we have a couple of young sophomores. We got Alex Bruscotter from Shelby averaging almost 20 a game. Then you jump down a little bit, you got Northmore's Grant Bentley, another sophomore. He's averaging 18.6 a game, so a couple of young guns getting the job done. That always makes coach excited to see, you know, what they have coming for the next few years.
Yeah, and then you have a pair of Eagles, Carter Valentine, Mason Studer, with that Colonel Crawford squad. They had a big win over Winford last night, but they keep rolling because of those two. You have Maurice Ware, also Mansfield senior, at number 5, averaging 19 points per game. They have a tough schedule as well, so he's putting up some good numbers. You have Nate Hickman, Cade Carpenter from the KMAC, actually 4 KMAC players finishing up the bottom 4, and then McMead, a very good guard from Centerburg, picking up where Carter Jones left off after graduation. But that is our statistical scoring leaders. Let's move on now to the assist leaders, to the ones that set up our scores, and they are led once again by Mason Studer of Colonel Crawford.
Yeah, you know, Colonel Crawford's been having a fantastic year, and Studer's been a really good, you know, seeing that court vision for them, being able to dish around the ball, almost, you know, just 3 shy of 10 a game. So great stat for him, and coaches always love those team players that can score but also move the ball. I'm going to jump down to number 3 because someone's caught my eye again. Isaac Mason, 3rd in assists with 5.2 per game. So that's always impressive to see some guy showing up in the top 5 in 2 different categories. You know, McMead, another guy who pops in there a couple times. And also want to point out CJ Temple, a guy I had a chance to see this week as well for Marion Harding. He's a great court general and has a tremendous amount of effort that he gives. So a lot of conferences represented again. Yeah,
and Mason Studer, those assists, most of them go to Carter Valentine, but that's why both those two are in the top 10 in scoring. McMead, once again, as well, from Centerburg, right there at number 6. A couple of players that are, you know, in multiple categories already. Now let's move on to the rebounding leaders, and you have to get if you get over 10 a game, you're just about up to the top, and that's where Isaac Mason, once again from Seneca East, the kid does it all. He's at number 1. A.J. Hess from Mohawk just behind him at 10.5.
Yeah, Isaac Mason, I'm going to say your name one more time because, you know, you looked at assists too. If those assists bump up, he's almost averaging a triple-double a game, so definitely worth giving a shout-out to Isaac Mason. Popping around the list, though, you see a couple Fredericktown Freddies there at 7 and 8, Cade Carpenter and Brady Lester. Always need to see a couple of guys on the same squad dishing that ball around. And kind of a sleeper to me, but I noticed, you know, Max Lauer on this list down there at number 9. He gets it done. Scoring may not be his top priority, but rebounds and assists, he definitely gets that done for Coach Blade Tackett.
And you know what, the KMAC, they're a conference where, you know, they get inside there and clean up the glass when they need to. A lot of KMAC players here in the top 10. You got Cardington, Fredericktown, Northmore, Danville represented, and then the Northern 10, Seneca East Mohawk. And then you got one from the MOAC in Harding's Marcus Long. So you need over 7.5 rebounds just to make this list, and that tells you how good post players we have here in the North Central Ohio area. But like I said, I got to get on a sleigh and start, you know, I got to get over to the other hemisphere and start delivering presents. So for Hayden, I'm Travis, saying Merry Christmas. We'll see you next week.